Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chicken Facts with Wyatt. I have not been posting lately, and I said in my last video that I wouldn't post until 2026, and here it is. So I have been gone working here in Scratch. I have some projects I would like to show you, and the first one being Chicken Clicker. Now let's check it out. So this is a good demonstration of the game. Here's our shop. We have some animations. A variable that shouldn't be showing yet. We have two more things in the back. The factory, 100 clicks per second, and chicken coop with 500 as the cost, and 50 clicks per second. And then these are the base starter ones. So it's got these lovely sprites and stuff, a working background, working counter, working auto clicks. You can try to get, now the main goal of this is to get to 1 billion. So if any of you would like to check this game out or the other games that I showcase in this, go ahead and check out the comment section where I'll have all the links pinned. So for PC, I'll have them pinned in the description, and or PC, I'll have them pinned in the comments, and I'll have them in the description for mobile. And you can play the Chicken Clicker game on mobile with it working, because all it is a clicking chicken. All the sprites are mobile friendly. You can just click them and it will work. There is a few codes that I'm still working on in here. So let's dive into the code now. So inside here we have our particle effect with multiple lines of code. Then we have this simplistic spinning background that's right there. We have our multiple purchasing sprites like this. So we have multiple things. Multiple things. This one is coded wrong, so let's just change it to the right thing. So now, this only takes 70 from you. And whenever you max the sprites out on how many times you can buy them, well, then they'll disappear from sale. And then you can no longer buy them. However, banana you can buy 32 times. So it'll take it a little bit to get to it. So we have multiple variables. Let's close that out. So the eggs amount that you have is this number right here, like that. We have our button switch that work to the tabs. Some broadcasting messages. Pretty easy script for the back. Numbers wasn't really easy. So that's it for our chicken clicker. Now let's move on to other new project that I was working on. So also in here we have my newest free drawing game, Free Draw 2, with new and improved a color selector now, a better drawing system that allows you to draw anything. I can just spawn in one of my recent drawings. Sometimes you just gotta have a good drawing like that. I know, it's awesome. Then you could just draw a little bit of a background right here. Give it some ground. Just give the chicken a little base to stand on. and it will be happy. Like that. The chicken has a base to stand on. We have a kind of working eraser, but it does work. So now it's time to dive into the code. So we have multiple lines of code in this one. Mostly what it uses is the pen tab. We'll go ahead and just stop that right there. Now this chicken is its own sprite, and I'll tell you the secrets to getting it. If you play on PC or anything with a keyboard, you can press the number 8 and you will get the chicken. So that's good. The pencil has multiple lines of code that I'm not really going to get into because half of them don't work with it, but that's fine. The game still works. So these buttons are very simplistic. Just some more codes. All these buttons have the same exact code in them. More of a simplistic game. Didn't take me that long to build. However, we now have these 2 new games that are posted. Space Shooter 2. I would like to get into this one. But before we do that, I am going to pause the video because I have to fix something in the code. Okay, so we have fixed the code. Now, let's play Space Shooter 2. It starts off with you being the arrow and trying to dodge these things. Now to attack, you use space, but when I went into the code, I kind of removed it, but that's okay. So to make this clone code, when space is clicked, create clone of bullet, and then it gets it right here. So now in the game, you have a working bullet system that sometimes works. So the thing with this is it goes to the mouse pointer. Now that's okay, because if you come in here and we just remove our A and D from there, we can put a forever point in direction, point towards mouse pointer, forever. So now, when you do this, how you turn is using the mouse pointer. But if you don't like that, you can easily just come in here, remove that, and do that. So now, point towards player. It says go to player, so now it still would not like to do that. So you can easily fix this, hopefully. Point in direction. So while I figure this out, I'm going to pause the video. So now, after some more coding with some variables. Now remember, at the time that I made this game, I didn't know how to use variables. But now with variables, the bullet uses your direction that the arrow is pointed to shoot the bullets. Now to shoot them, you have to be moving and can't just be staying still. And this is what makes it even more challenging, is to fire the bullets at them. You have to use space but while moving. And you cannot use arrow keys while firing unless you are already firing. So this is the finished project, and now the blocks, the enemies, are always duplicating. So if they hit an edge, instead of just disappearing, they bounce off the edge and stay in there. So then you just have even more enemies to deal with. Just a lot of fun. So check out these games if you would like. We have a few more games, I think, to check out. So we're not going to dive into that one's code because I'm not sure how I want to explain it. So we have those. We have Crossy Road if you would like to try that. It was hard to code, so I'm not going to go over it. Our next game is Ping Pong. So this has records for you. So let's say you have a record. Right now my record is 50. You have to beat that in 1 minute. So right now you just bounce the thing until your score reaches your world record and updates. Now you have to do this under the time limit. The max you can get most of the time is up to 100. But that's pretty easy to get to. So as now we have beat the 50 record, so now every score we earn is updating into the world record. Now you can check everyone's world record on the Cloud Variables page underneath the games thing. So then you can see what your friend's place is in the game or what everyone else's place is. So as you can see, my timer ran out. It's at 78 now as my record. So in Cloud Variables, once it loads, you can see everyone's user, the username, date name, action, data value, and time. So if you'd like to beat your friend's record on it, if they play, go ahead and do that. The next game, well, that was the last game. So there's also Free Draw. It's a simplistic version of Free Draw 2. So mostly what I would like you guys to check out is Chicken Clicker, Free Draw 2. Also, you could go find my studio, Crazy Chicken Studios, where we do some of my main projects. And my friend Michaela will be doing some projects with me on there. Like her project right here. Doesn't have any code, so I'm going to teach her how to code. And on my other channel, DIY with Wyatt, I will be doing coding courses, learning how to code on Scratch with block code. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.